Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be discussing about the PSM formulas and important calculations. Day by day in the examinations we have increasing. In the first one of the few years back it is one or two questions, and when I am attempted it is four questions that I have got, and last year it is five questions. So PSM formulas is making the change. There are significant number of questions in the NEET PG, INICT and also FMG they have included. And the great thing about the FMG is there is a calculator also you can use for this. Okay, so that's why we should not miss this five questions also. Let us know what are the important formulas that we have so that we can solve easily. So those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends, and don't forget to watch all the rapid revision videos and also Sureshot upcoming series. And make sure that you are like also. If you like, this is going to share with the many students guys. The timeline also it is going to helpful for them preparation. So let's start the discussion guys. So some of the points that you have to remember is how we are going to calculate. So as I said, cross-sectional studies, this is important for the prevalences. Prevalences means the existing cases. It could be new cases and the old cases. So we are going to calculate with the 100. Next, cohort study. As I said, this is about the relative risk, incident exposed by the incidents unexposed. Attributable risk, incidents exposed minus incidents unexposed. Population attributable risk, incidents in the total population, incidents in the unexposed populations. Case control study, it is about the odds ratio, cross product ratio, A into D divided by the B into C. Okay, incident rates, it is a new cases in the time period, population at the risk of the same period divided by 1000. Prevalence, as we already discussed, all existing cases in the total population at a time into 100. Next, secondary attack rate. These are the new cases among the contacts and by the total susceptible population into 100. Crude birth rate. Live births in a year, mid-year population into 1000. Crude death rate. It is deaths in the year, mid-year population into 1000. Infant mortality. Number of deaths in the less than 1 year, 0 to 1 year, live births in a year into 1000. Neonatal mortality rate less than 28 days by the live births into 1000. Maternal mortality ratio, number of maternal deaths, live births in a year into 1 lakh guys. Next, coming to the dependency ratio, population into population that is less than 15 years and population more than 65 years. So there are dependents, and population divided by is a population into 15 to 64 years. They are the working population into 100. Sex ratio, number of females for the 1000 males. Child death rate, number of deaths in less than 5 years, live births in a year into 1000. Okay, so these are the common formulas that is asked in the examination. We should be practiced and applied them. Let's see some of the examples. Let's see one by one example, one after each. So first question, a district is following the, let's see first of all guys, remember you have to read the last line, what they are actually trying to ask, so that you can easily remember the formula. Here they are asking for the infant mortality rate. So what is the formula for the infant mortality rate? Just now we discussed, they are total number of deaths, total number of deaths less than 1 year, right, divided by total live births that we had in the society into 1000, right, into 1000 we have to apply. So let's see. So in a district following the recorded 2023 still births are 500, live births are 5000 from the government maternity hospital. Among them, infant deaths less than 1 year are 150 due to multiple causes. And your survey of the community, what is the data that we are going to follow here? Okay, so they already said that 150 children are died, less than 150, right? And divided by how much population that we have, total live births 5000. So 5000 live births into 1000, right? So 1000 that is cut, and 5 ones are 30 sir. You don't have to worry about this because sometimes you will be directly having the calculator in the examination only. So our infant mortality rate for this patient is the 30, right? Next question. So again, what is the point prevalence at the end of the year per 1000 population? Point prevalence at the end of the population that we have. So let's understand what is a point prevalence formula. So point prevalence formula is number of cases This consisting of the number of cases at end year, at end year. And after that, we are going to look at the total population. This is also looking at the total population at the end year into 1000. So let's see the question. A population of the 20,000 had the 400 existing cases of the hypertension, and during the year 200 new cases are detected and 100 patients are died and 100 are migrated out. We have to see. Okay, so first of all, number of cases at the end of the year. Number of cases, how many existing cases that we had, guys? 400 cases. Existing cases are 400 cases. Okay, divided by, next, what are the total population that we had? Already when we look at here, they are the 100 migrant out, so we can remove them. They are already migrated. Next, 100 patients are already died, that is also excluded from this. Next, what we are left with, we have total 20,000 population, and from them we have to see this 400 also included. Just to remove that 20,000 population, remove the 100 and remove the 100, what we are left with? 1900 and 800. 1900 and 19,800 population is left. Again into 1000, substitute into the 1000. Okay, so 0000 cancel and 198 by 400, and if you apply this in the calculation, you are going to get around 20.2. It is going to get around 20.2. So the answer is 20.2. Don't worry, you can use the calculator in the examination. That can be easy for you. Next, what is the sensitivity? Sensitivity means the more positivity rate. So that disease is present. Disease is present. This is the true positive we are looking at. In a cervical, what is the formula? Again, you have to understand what is the formula for this. Sensitivity is equal to true positives by true positive plus false negative. True positive plus false negative that is present in these patients. Next, cervical cancer screening has been done in your community. The results of the screening test were compared with the gold standard diagnosis. In a screening test, cervical cancer, that the true positives is 180, false negatives is 20, false positives is 50, true negatives are 750. Just substitute the values in this formula, guys. True positives 180 plus 180 plus how much is the false negatives? 20. Right? False negatives are 20. So let's understand this. 180 plus 200. Right? 180 plus 200 into 100. We have to apply here. So here you are going to cancel this, and 2 ones are, and this is going to be 90, right? So 90% is our sensitivity of the case. Next question, total dependency ratio. What is the formula dependency ratio? Less than 15 years plus more than 65 years divided by 16 to 64 years individuals into 100, right? This is our formula. So let's see. So what are the population that we had here? Total 10,000 population. In that 0 to 14 years, 3,000, and 15 to 16, 64 years, 6,000, and more than 65 years, 1,000. More than 65 years is the 1,000. Let's apply here. So 4,000 by 6,000. Sorry, this is the extra one. So 4,000 by 6,000. Okay. So this both are cancelled into 1,000, right? And we are going to get around, the value will be, so this is around 60 we are going to get. Okay, around 60 we are going to get if we substitute it in the calculator. This is just on average I am telling you guys. So 60 we are going to get here. Okay, next, moving on to the cohort study. So in the cohort study, we are going to calculate for the relative risk, right? This is about the relative risk. We have the two types, the disease development and no disease development. Who is exposed 60 and 140, unexposed is the 30 and 170. So let's apply for this. This is the relative risk. What we have just said, this is the incident exposed by the incident non-exposed. This is the relative risk. We are going to take about the these patients only who is developed the diseases. For example, 60 by 30 patients, 60 by 30 patients. And if you apply, this is a 1za, this is a 2za. So if we calculate that into conversion, okay, we are going to get the 2.0, okay, into 100, that is going to get around the 2.0. Next question. So here you have to calculate the positive predictive value. You have to calculate the positive predictive value. So what is a positive predictive value? This is about true positives, true positive plus false positive, only about the positive into 100. Let's substitute the values. Dengue diagnostic test conducted detected the dengue disease and tested individuals using the data below. True positives is equal to 90, false positives is equal to 30. Let's apply 90, 90 plus 30 into 100 into 100, right? So 90 plus 30, 90 by 120 into 100. Just remove this. So 90 by 12 into 10. If you substitute this in the calculator, you are going to get around the 75. Okay, this is the PYQ, recent PYQ of the INICT. Next, moving on to the specificity. Specificity is about the negativity, right? How much the patients are negative. So specificity formula is true negative by false positive plus true negative. We are going to look here into 100. So let's see the question. 2000 patients, 200 were confirmed positive. So they are true positives, 200. And after conducting the ELISA test, so 260 positive cases, again true positives, that will be 260, but only 130 of them actually had the disease, but 130 only having the disease. So if you apply here, the total patients that we have 2000, right? 2000 patients we have. In that 2000 patients we had minus 260. Those are two true positives. Total we left with the 1740. These patients, right? False positives are 130, right? So total true negative, how much we got? 1740. Let's apply in the formula. So 1740 by total false positive is 130, right? 130 people are actually had the disease and 130 people are not having the disease. So false positive plus 1740 into 100 into 100. So if you calculate this also in the calculator, that is going to get around the 93%. While doing the video only, you pause the video and apply in the calculator, you will be getting this value. Next, moving on to the 8th question. Here you are looking at the odds ratio. Odds ratio means it is a case control study. So what we discussed in the odds ratio, it is going to be the number of cases that is exposed. So simply this is A, B, C, D. We are substituting these values. Okay, we are substituting these values. For example, A into D, A into D cross product, and B into C we are looking at. So apply this 120 plus 140, 120 plus 140, and then 80 plus 60. So how much it will be around, guys? So randomly you remove these zeros and you will be simplifying it. Okay, then if you apply all this, you are going to get around 3.5. 3.5. I am just explaining you how to apply in the formula only. The calculation part you can do with the calculator in the exam itself. Okay, so don't confuse. Pause the video and apply this formula in your calculator. Okay, next, last one. Sorry, this is the 9th one. Under 5 mortality rate. So what we discussed under 5 mortality rate. Under 5 mortality rate, it is number of deaths that the patient is have 0 to 5 years and total live births into 1000. So let's see, Telangana district have the live births of 10,000 live births we have, and patients died. Infant deaths was 300, so 300 and plus 100 plus 100 cases, so total 400 cases we had, right? 400 cases into 1000. So 400 by 10,000 into 1000. So 1000 cut 10 ones are and 10 40s are. This is around 40. You're going to get the answer is 40. Next, here we are looking for the crude birth rate. Crude birth rate that we have to look here. So number of live births by mid-year population. We take mid-year population at July 1st. We will be taking into 1000 into 1000. So let's see. Calendar year after 2024. Total live births is 1250 live births. Mid-year population of the same municipality was 50,000. Ignoring the migration and the uniform population. Let's apply this. 50,000 population, mid-year population by 12,000, 1250 people into 1000. So again 1000 will last 1250 by 50, which will be around 25 you are going to get. Okay, and answer will be around 25 only. This will be 1000 mid-year population that we have got in this patients. So these are some calculations. You can watch the previous videos also. These are just glimpse that has been taken from the previous year questions, guys. You still have to practice more, understand the formulas, apply the formulas. Just see the last line, apply the formula and apply the values, and you can use the calculator in the examination hall. You can easily make them. Okay, so those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends, guys, and don't forget to watch all the 19 videos and upcoming short topics. These all will be helpful for your examination. Okay, so all, see you all in the short topics, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, and happy preparation.